All right, folks, good morning. This is the Great Simulator here. And so I'm on my first load right now. And as you know, I had orientation yesterday from 8 a.m. to about 4 p.m. That went okay. I mean, it was a little bit longer than I expected. Part of the reason why it was so long is because now I arrived in Toledo Sunday evening, and I knew I had to take this drug test today, or Monday, at 7:30 in the morning. I knew that. So I told myself that whatever I do, I was gonna wake up at like 6:45, get dressed, go straight out the door, because I know myself. I get up, start moving around, I'm gonna want to use the bathroom, regardless if I ate or drank water the night before. So, of course, I ended up, having to use the bathroom. So I get the orientation. Of course, you don't have to drink a whole bunch of water and stuff, just so I can go to the bathroom. I decided to take a couple water pills. And of course, that whole day couldn't stop using the bathroom. Just kept going. So that's why, the orientation was a little bit of a late start, because they wouldn't start without everybody taking a drug test. But anyway, orientation went good. I was not going to go into service until the following day, or until today. I wasn't going to, only because I've been up since like 6:30 something that morning, and I knew orientation was going to be all day. So I wasn't going to go into service. I was just going to wait it out. So I ended up waiting it out. My fleet owner calls me at like, I don't know, maybe like 7 o'clock, and asked me if I'm all right. I said, yeah, I just woke up. I'm sitting in the break room. And he said, it shows that you're out of service, but you quit. I'm like, no, I ain't quit. I'm sitting in their break room. If I quit, I would have drove back home. I said, no, I'm just out of service. I said I wasn't going to go into service until the next day, but I said, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. I wasn't going to go into service because I was supposed to be meeting a friend, which didn't work out because they never ended up writing me back or nothing. So I'm kind of upset about that. I'm going to deal with that situation later. But, so I went into service anyway. About like 9 o'clock or so, dispatch calls me. Says that they got a load picking up out of Warren, Michigan, going to Yorktown, Indiana. So it was 65 deadhead miles from Toledo, and then 254 miles loaded. Paid out $250. Of course, I get 60% of that, so that's 150. The fuel I paid out of my pocket. I just put $30 in the tank because it was already like halfway full. It took about not even a quarter of a tank to get up here. Probably maybe a little bit between an eighth and a quarter of a tank to get up here. I averaged about 17 miles to the gallon, so you figure that's about 2 miles per gallon more than what boat suggests. So they send me this order saying that it's a 6 o'clock in the morning pickup. So of course I get up at 4 in the morning, put on my clothes, go grab me, some boiled eggs, some fruit, start heading out. I get here about 5:20 in the morning, get out the car or get out the van. Automatically, first thing I notice, shipping hours. Now, you're gonna deal with this a lot if you're picking up as early in the morning as this, or as late in the afternoon as like 5 o'clock. You're gonna deal with this a lot. You're gonna get there and you're gonna see these big ass bold letters that's gonna say shipping hours, and it's gonna be way different from the time that you're there. Like, I got here at 5, like I said, about 18, 19. Shipping hours says 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. I kid you not. I go in, I ring the bell like about 4 or 5 times, like 3, 4, 5 minute intervals. Nobody comes. I had to catch a woman coming out about to smoke. Asked her, could she find somebody? She did. The guy comes. Of course, he doesn't know because he's not part of shipping. So, he said, I don't even know what you're picking up. You see all this stuff around here. So I'm like, all right, call dispatch. Of course, dispatch, if the shipping hours are, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., there's nothing we can do. Just gotta wait till 8 o'clock. So now I'm sitting out here waiting. The guy did say that there's a couple people that's gonna be coming in here in like a few minutes, like at 6:30. That probably could help me a little bit better. I might be able to get out here early. Otherwise, if not, I will have to wait until 8 o'clock. Which, if I do, it's gonna make me late for my drop, because my drop is at noon, and this place is 250 miles away. So, like right now, it says I get there at 10:08 a.m. according to my GPS. If I don't get out of here until 8, that means that I might be able to still make it on time according to GPS, but I doubt it. But so that happens, and like I said, I'm sitting here waiting. Then with orientation, they give you a comm data card, and everybody got an envelope. And I ended up misplacing mine. I got the envelope, but I can't find the card that comes with the paper, how it's attached to the paper. I can't find that. I turned this van over, can't find it. So now I am like at a dilemma, because I can't get no fuel advances. So I have to constantly dig in my bank account to spend money. So I'm not happy with that. And again, because one reason I'm not happy with it is because I don't get paid until the 19th. I think I'm saying that right, because today is the 9th, I think. Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, the 9th. Friday is the 12th. So yeah, the 19th is when, or no, the 26th is when I get paid. So I have to wait 17 days to get my first settlement. So whatever I have saved had to go towards fuel. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure my fleet owner will probably be like, hey, just tell me when you need fuel, how much, I'll send it to you, it'll come out your settlement. Which, that's a good thing if that's the case, because I avoid having to pay a $5 comm data fee every time I use that card. So if that's the case, then I probably won't ever need that comm data card. But I wanted it so I could not bother my fleet owner as much. So then that happened. I'm kind of ticked off because, I'm like, this is my first day back, and like everything that's going wrong could possibly go wrong. It's not irritating me in any way. It's not making me mad. It's not making me frustrated. I'm just like, man, is it like the first day jitters or something? First load jitters or something? Because I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like everything that could have went wrong yesterday, today is going wrong. I'm gonna be late for my first load. Possibly, I'm hoping I can get in here, and get out, because then I can still be on time. But I'm like, man, let's say everything could have went wrong, But like I said, and then another thing that frustrated me too, like I see another Expediting van pulling up, maybe. Another thing that frustrated me too was that I told myself I wasn't going to go in service until the next day. So right when I was going to go into service, one of the other dudes that was in orientation with me literally came up to me and said 5 minutes ago they called them with a run from Michigan to Laredo. Like, man, I should have went to service. Nope, I didn't. So, I got this little run, which is fine because these little runs work out, to me, sometimes better. Because if you do it right, you could get 2 runs in one day. I could end up with possibly 500 miles in one day, And if you could do that 4 or 5 times a week, that's 2,500 miles under your belt, But it's things like this that kind of messes with it a little bit. So, that's one thing you could expect when you are either picking up a load that has a scheduled pickup time at 6 a.m., which is, early for some shippers, or you have a load that picks up like 4 or 5 p.m. Sometimes you may not be able to get it right away, because of, the shipping hours. So, be mindful of that because it can happen. You can get to these shippers and you can get here at 6 a.m. and you see they're not open for another 2 hours. So, all you can do is just wait. Call dispatch, let them know. They'll try to contact the customer, which in this case, it ain't gonna matter because ain't nobody in the office. You just gotta wait. I recommend waiting on site if they let you. So far ain't nobody said nothing to me. I would just wait, like I said, on the property. Because you don't want to leave and try to go to a truck stop and then, let's say this truck stop 20 miles away. You don't want to go there and say, okay, I'm going to leave back out at like 7:30 and then you get caught rush hour traffic or something, which is going to make you late even though you're already late. So, that's that. I just wanted to make a little quick video. This is the Great Simulator. I'm just letting you know my first load and the shipping dilemmas. So if you haven't already, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, you know what to do, folks. Take care. Be safe.